do something different than what you've been doing, every day for a while. So it's, I think everybody's, excited about the opportunity that's ahead of us and ready for it to get here.
Did it all go today?
He did. He did. We'll just keep monitoring it day by day. Finish practice. Didn't seem to be in a large amount of pain or anything. Watching him move around, I haven't talked to him afterwards, but I think he'll give it a go.
What's he look like?
Look good today.
Did it?
So we'll see how tomorrow feels. That's usually the real test, and but I think I'm pretty confident he'll give it a go.
Did you see anything conditioning-wise? I know you haven't been able to do just a ton, but did he look all right in that?
Yeah, well, he's been running in the pool. We've got things that you can do to take pressure off of it. So, I mean, yeah, surely he's not in as good a shape as some of the others that have practiced every day, but he's not in terrible shape either. And, we'll limit the number. I mean, we wouldn't expect him to go a large amount of plays with it, but, just watching him today, look like he could give you 20 to 30 a good snap. So.
How was practice today?
Good, good. We've kind of gotten everything covered that we want to get covered, and yesterday and today we treated as 2 Tuesday practices, and then we'll have 2 Thursday practices, Friday and Saturday. Tomorrow will be just weights and stretching and rehab to get them kind of back on their feet, and then we'll have 2 more Thursday practices and a Friday walkthrough and get ready to go.
Does the Monday kickoff really mess you up in any kind of way in terms of preparation and games?
Yeah, well, it's different. It really don't mess you up before it because you can plan. That's why I have to ask people a lot of times what day is today, because in my mind, today was a Tuesday. But it's going to be a challenge next week, because you got to give a day off a week, and Tuesday's going to have to be their off day, and you got 3 days before you play an offense that you're not quite used to defending. So it will present some challenges after that.
Have you looked at Wofford, or is that maybe like?
Oh yeah, in summer we always do 3 games.
Okay.
Through our first 3 opponents. So we got a shell of a plan. They get to play on a Thursday night, I think, this week, so they'll have a long time to prepare, and we'll get their first game. But yeah, we looked at we kind of got a shell of a plan.
Not asking you to look past Monday, obviously, but
No.
in the span of 19 days, Florida State, Alabama, Georgia, Wofford as well. Your thoughts on how difficult of the stretch?
Yeah, it's an extremely difficult stretch, for sure. There's no other way to, I don't know what the exact rankings are, but I think you look at Florida State, Georgia, and Alabama, they're all some of the nation's best, some of the best athletes you play against week in, week out. So we've got them all in a row in 1 month. It's a tall task, but we're looking forward to it. We'll have to manage our health and how hard we push early on, but because you got to have something in your tank for these games, because they're not they're 4-quarter battles.
How's Deontay doing with the hand raise?
He's fine. He's fine. He's got a fitted for a splint today. He's been practicing the last few days and looks fine.
Last year, before the season started, you kind of Robert Connors in terms of the snaps and getting the snaps off pretty clean. A little bit of an issue at times. I mean, has it been pretty clean all camp?
It has. Knock on wood. Been clean during camp.
Dave was saying yesterday that Rommel started to come on some there. Is that what you noticed? Is he starting to pick it up, I guess, better?
Yeah, I think he and Bing Dukes are starting to get into the flow of things. But it does take time. It's a process. Just like A.J. Brown and D.K. Metcalf are 2. Octavius Cooley, I think those are 3 of the best signees we've had in my time here. But it's still a process, and unfortunately, today's time in the media and social media, it's like, oh man, they should do it right away. Well, it's not quite that easy, and so be patient with those. Those are going to be some phenomenal players, but it does take a little time.
Would you like him to emerge where you could push DeMarcus back out to Stinger? I mean, is that your best defense?
Time will tell. It's hard to say right now, but we're going to need them all.
Yeah.
Some of it depends on kind of the team you play to, but we'll need them all.